Have you ever found yourself missing someone who caused you a lot of pain? It feels confusing, right? You know they weren't good for you. You know the relationship was toxic, but a part of you still aches for them. If that's you, I want you to know you're not alone, and you're not crazy. There are powerful psychological reasons why this happens, and today, we're going to unpack them together. Understanding the why is the first crucial step toward healing and moving forward. So, why do we miss people who have hurt us? One of the biggest reasons is something called a trauma bond. This isn't about love, it's about survival. In a relationship with a cycle of abuse or mistreatment, there are often periods of calm or even intense affection that follow the bad times. The abuser might apologize, shower you with gifts, and promise to change. This creates a powerful, unpredictable reward system. Your brain gets hooked on the highs that follow the lows. It's an addiction to the cycle itself. You're not missing the person. You're missing the intermittent reinforcement, that feeling of relief and hope when things temporarily get better. This bond is forged in intense emotional experiences, both good and bad, which makes it incredibly difficult to break. It tricks your brain into thinking this chaotic connection is a deep, passionate love, when in reality, it's a survival mechanism. Next, let's talk about cognitive dissonance. This is the mental discomfort we feel when we hold to conflicting beliefs at the same time. For example, you might believe I am a smart, sensible person, and also I stayed with someone who treated me poorly. These two ideas just don't line up. To resolve this conflict, your brain might start to romanticize the past. It will downplay the bad memories and magnify the good ones. You'll start thinking, maybe it wasn't that bad, or they did have some good qualities. You might remember that one perfect vacation, but forget the 50 arguments that surrounded it. This isn't you being weak. It's your brain trying to protect your self-image by making your past choices seem more logical. It's a mental trick to reduce discomfort, but it keeps you stuck, longing for a version of the relationship that never truly existed. Then there's the psychology of attachment. From the moment we're born, we're wired to form attachments to our caregivers. These early experiences create a blueprint for our adult relationships. If your early attachments were insecure or inconsistent, maybe a parent was sometimes loving and sometimes distant, or critically, you might unconsciously seek out similar patterns in your adult partners. There's a strange comfort in the familiar, even if the familiar is painful. Your subconscious mind thinks, I've handled this before, I can fix this. So, you find yourself drawn to partners who replicate those old wounds, hoping that this time, you can get it right and finally earn the consistent love you always craved. You're not just missing the person, you're missing the chance to heal a childhood wound. Another powerful factor is the loss of identity. When you're in an intense, often all-consuming relationship, your identity can become merged with your partner's and the relationship itself. You were part of a we. You had shared routines, inside jokes, and a vision for the future. When that relationship ends, it's not just the person you lose a part of yourself. You're faced with a huge void. Who are you without them? What do you do on a Saturday night? This emptiness can be terrifying, and it's natural to want to go back to the familiar, even if it was painful, just to escape the profound feeling of being lost and alone. The pain of missing them can feel more manageable than the pain of rediscovering and rebuilding your own identity from the ground up. Let's also consider the hope for potential. Often, we don't fall in love with who a person is, but who we believe they could be. You saw their potential. their good side, the person they were on their best days. You invested so much time and energy trying to nurture that potential, believing that if you just loved them hard enough, they would finally become that ideal version of themselves. When the relationship ends, you're not just mourning the reality of what you had. You're mourning the future you imagined. You're grieving the loss of that dream. It's the what-ifs that haunt you. What if they finally change? What if I'd just been a little more patient? This hope is a powerful anchor that keeps you emotionally tethered to them. Finally, there's the impact on your self-worth. Toxic relationships can absolutely shatter your self-esteem. Your partner may have convinced you that you're unlovable, that no one else will want you, or that the problems were all your fault. When you believe these things, leaving feels like a confirmation of your worthlessness. A part of your brain might think that getting them back is the only way to prove your value. If they want you again, it must mean you're worthy of love after all. This makes you miss them, not for who they are, but for the validation you think their return would give you. It's a desperate attempt to repair the damage they inflicted on your sense of self. So what can you do? Healing from this is a journey, not a race. The first step is what you're doing right now, understanding the psychology behind your feelings. Give your feelings a name. Say, "This is a trauma bond," or "This is cognitive dissonance." This separates you from the feeling and gives you power over it. Next, practice radical self-compassion. Stop blaming yourself for missing them. Your brain was wired for connection and tried to adapt to a difficult situation. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a dear friend going through the same thing. It's also crucial to go no contact, if possible. Every time you check their social media or reply to a text, you're reopening the wound and reinforcing that addictive cycle. Breaking the bond requires starving it of attention. Create distance to give your brain and heart a chance to detox and heal. Focus on rebuilding your identity. Who were you before the relationship? What hobbies did you love? Reconnect with friends and family you may have lost touch with. Try new things. The goal is to fill that void, not with another person, but with yourself. Fall in love with your own life again. And most importantly, please consider seeking support. Talking to a therapist or a counselor can be life-changing. They can provide you with tools and strategies to navigate these complex emotions, rebuild your self-worth, and break free from these patterns for good. If you're struggling, remember that help is available. You can find resources in the description below. Recognizing that you miss someone who hurt you isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you have a heart that's capable of deep connection. Now it's time to redirect that beautiful capacity for love toward someone who truly deserves it, yourself. You have the strength to heal, to grow, and to build a future where you are cherished, respected, and truly happy. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content on psychology and personal growth. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.